Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Who could have predicted that May 17, 2025, would mark one of the darkest and most emotional days in the history of China's entertainment industry? Two of Asia's brightest superstars, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, known for their unshakable cool and magnetic charm, were seen breaking down in tears at a funeral. An image so raw and unexpected it instantly sent shockwaves across social media platforms worldwide. Imagine this. Wang Yibo, often called the Ice Prince for his calm and composed demeanor, unable to hold back tears. Xiao Zhan, the charismatic actor whose smile has won millions of hearts, showing a vulnerability that fans rarely get to witness. What could have caused such profound grief in these two young icons, who seem invincible in the spotlight? The answer lies in the mysterious figure whose funeral brought them to their knees. Zhu Yuan Yuan. A name unfamiliar to many younger fans, but one that carries immense weight behind the scenes of the entertainment world. Zhu Yuan Yuan was more than a legendary model or fashion icon. She was a guiding light and a cherished mentor who quietly shaped the careers and lives of countless stars. Today, we unravel the heart-wrenching story behind Zhu Yuan Yuan's passing, exploring why Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's grief touched millions, and how this hidden bond reveals a side of fame and friendship rarely seen by the public. Stay with us as we dive deep into the untold connections and unforgettable moments that defined this tragic day. Zhu Yuan Yuan's name might not be on every fan's lips, but her influence in the Chinese entertainment world is undeniable. Far beyond the runway lights and flashing cameras, she was a powerhouse who shaped careers and nurtured talents for over 3 decades. Born in 1974, Zhu Yuan Yuan began her journey in the 1990s when China's fashion industry was just finding its feet. Towering at 175 centimeters with an iconic, graceful presence, she quickly became the face of countless prestigious fashion magazines and campaigns. But her impact was never limited to her stunning beauty or her success as a model. What made Zhu Yuan Yuan truly exceptional was her heart, her dedication to mentoring young artists who were struggling to find their place in the ruthless world of entertainment. For many rising stars, including Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, she wasn't just a mentor. She was a surrogate mother, a source of wisdom, and a pillar of emotional strength. The nickname Ms. Angel was given to her by those lucky enough to know her personally, a testament to her warm and nurturing spirit. Zhu Yuan Yuan guided Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan through the early, uncertain days of their careers, providing advice not only on their professional paths but also on navigating the intense pressures of fame. Her role transcended typical mentorship. She created a family-like bond with these young men, offering them refuge from the chaos of celebrity life. In a world where appearances can be deceiving and loyalties fleeting, Zhu Yuan Yuan was a constant, unwavering presence. Her sudden death left a void not just in the industry but deeply in the hearts of those she cared for most. The sight that stunned millions on May 17, 2025, was nothing short of heartbreaking. Wang Yibo, often hailed as the Ice Prince for his calm, composed demeanor, was seen breaking down in tears, something rarely witnessed by fans and the media alike. Alongside him, Xiao Zhan, the charismatic actor whose smile has captivated hearts worldwide, appeared visibly shaken, his eyes swollen and filled with sorrow. These two icons, known for their strength and resilience, were united not on a glamorous red carpet, but in shared grief at the funeral of Zhu Yuan Yuan. This raw display of emotion sparked a frenzy of speculation and sympathy across social media platforms. Fans who had admired their poise in public were suddenly seeing a deeply personal and vulnerable side of their idols. But what was it about Zhu Yuan Yuan that evoked such profound sorrow? Why were these two superstars willing to put aside their busy schedules and public personas to pay tribute to one woman? Witnesses at the funeral reported an intensely moving moment when Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan met in front of Zhu Yuan Yuan's memorial altar. There, with tears streaming down their faces, they embraced in a silent yet powerful expression of shared loss and solidarity. This unguarded moment revealed the depth of their bond, not only with each other, but with the woman who had been their mentor, protector, and confidant. Behind the scenes, their relationship with Zhu Yuan Yuan went far beyond professional mentorship. She was their emotional anchor during turbulent times, the guiding light who helped them navigate controversies and career challenges. Her passing left an emotional void, stirring not only grief but also admiration for the loyalty and love these stars demonstrated so openly. For most fans, the relationship between Zhu Yuan Yuan and the two megastars Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan was a mystery. But to those closest to the trio, the truth painted a far more touching story, one that transcended the stage and screen. This was not a casual connection formed at industry events or press conferences. It was the kind of unbreakable bond that only years of trust, love, and emotional investment could create. Zhu Yuan Yuan, often referred to as Ms. Angel behind the scenes, first met Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan nearly 5 years ago, during one of the most turbulent periods in their careers. Both young men were still finding their footing in the entertainment world, dealing with immense pressure, online scrutiny, and a relentless work pace. Zhu, already a respected and seasoned figure in the Chinese fashion and entertainment industry, extended her warmth and wisdom like a mother hen sheltering her chicks. She didn't just offer career advice. She invited them into her home, cooked for them, celebrated their birthdays, and gave them refuge from the spotlight. Her home became their sanctuary. She was someone who didn't see them as celebrities, but as vulnerable young men who needed guidance and care. And in return, they loved her deeply, perhaps even more than the public realized. While fans saw red carpets and music videos, behind closed doors, Wang Yibo would bring Zhu Yuan Yuan her favorite tea, while Xiao Zhan often sent her books and letters to cheer her up. They were, in every way that mattered, a chosen family. This was why her loss hit them so hard. It wasn't just a mentor they were burying, it was a second mother. And when that mother took her final breath, a part of their hearts went with her. It was a quiet night on May 16, 2025, when the hospital room where Zhu Yuan Yuan lay became the scene of the most heartbreaking farewell. The air was heavy. The smell of antiseptic couldn't mask the sense of finality lingering in the silence. The soft beeping of machines, the dim lights, and the quiet whispers of nurses painted a solemn picture, one that Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan would never forget. Despite her worsening condition, Zhu Yuan Yuan was alert. With trembling hands, she reached for the hands of the two young men she had mentored and loved like her own. Her voice was weak, but her words were clear. "Promise me, no matter how painful this gets, you will continue to shine. Don't lose yourselves in grief." Wang Yibo, known to millions as the Ice Prince, was no longer composed. He knelt beside her bed, tears soaking the sleeve of her hospital gown. Xiao Zhan sat at the other side, silently weeping, holding her frail hand like a son, refusing to let go of his mother. There were no cameras, no scripts, just raw humanity. Zhu Yuan Yuan smiled for the last time that night. "I'm proud of you both," she whispered. At 11:43 p.m., surrounded by the two people she loved most outside her family, she took her final breath. The next morning, the world woke up to headlines, but Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan woke up to a world without their emotional anchor. The one who had quietly kept them grounded was gone, and with her, the last piece of their innocent, unguarded past. They had faced scandals, rumors, public pressure, but nothing prepared them for this. The grief was personal, profound, and painfully real. And when the news broke, fans weren't just mourning a model or a mentor. They were mourning the silent guardian who had shaped the men behind the fame. While the world continued to admire their on-screen personas, flawless, powerful, untouchable, very few knew the silent battles Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were fighting behind the scenes. Over the course of nearly 2 years, both superstars lived double lives. One in the spotlight, the other in the shadows of hospital corridors. Whenever Wang Yibo stood on stage, delivering electrifying dance moves and heart-pounding performances, few would imagine that just hours before, he had been sitting quietly next to a hospital bed, feeding Zhu Yuan Yuan warm porridge with trembling hands. Between filming action scenes or endorsing major brands, he was constantly checking his phone, not for scripts or manager updates, but to ask the nurse how Mom was doing that morning. Likewise, Zhan, who always appeared with that magnetic smile, carried the weight of sorrow in his heart. At red carpet events, when the cameras flashed and fans screamed his name, his mind often wandered back to the quiet hospital room where a frail voice asked him to sing softly whenever pain made sleep impossible. They didn't do it for publicity. There were no social media posts, no headlines boasting about their devotion. In fact, they kept it secret even from many in their own teams. Not because they were ashamed, but because the relationship they had with Zhu Yuan Yuan was sacred, personal, untouchable by the noise of fame. On multiple occasions, both had to cancel international engagements without explanation. Rumors flew. Some accused them of being difficult or unprofessional. Yet neither responded. Protecting her privacy mattered more than defending their reputation. When Zhu Yuan Yuan started chemotherapy in early 2024, she made them promise not to go public. "I don't want people to pity me," she told them. "Just be here, quietly." And they did, unfailingly, through sleepless nights, panic attacks, and emotional breakdowns. In one particularly haunting moment, a nurse revealed that she found Wang Yibo asleep, seated on the floor, his head resting against Zhu Yuan Yuan's bed. Still in costume from a shoot he had just wrapped. She had begged him to go home, but he refused. "She might wake up and need water," he had said. These weren't just gestures. They were acts of pure love, loyalty, and gratitude from two men whose lives had been deeply shaped by this remarkable woman. She wasn't just their mentor. She was their emotional compass, their reminder of who they were before the world saw them as gods. And when she finally slipped away, they didn't just lose someone they cared about. They lost the person who had always believed in them, not for their fame, but for who they truly were inside. The morning of May 20th, 2025, was unusually gray in Beijing. Outside the memorial hall, a sea of black-clad fans, media, and industry insiders stood in heavy silence. The atmosphere was thick with grief, the kind that presses against your chest and makes breathing feel like a betrayal of the moment. Floral tributes flooded the steps, messages from thousands of fans scattered like petals. "Thank you, Angel Zhu. A mother to many hearts. Rest in light." Inside, the atmosphere was even heavier. The hall was dim, lit only by hundreds of white chrysanthemums and the soft flickering of incense. At the center was a large framed photograph of Zhu Yuan Yuan in her prime, smiling, timeless, luminous. Then, a moment that no one expected. Wang Yibo entered first, dressed in a fitted black suit, his head bowed, sunglasses hiding nothing now. The puffiness around his eyes betrayed days, perhaps weeks of crying. He walked slowly, almost stumbling, escorted gently by his assistant. Upon reaching the altar, he dropped to his knees in front of her photo. Not for show, not for tradition, but as if gravity itself had pulled him down under the weight of loss. Minutes later, Zhan appeared, visibly thinner. His hands trembled as he held white lilies. No makeup, no filters, no stage lighting, just raw vulnerability. When his eyes met Wang Yibo's, something broke in the room. The two approached each other, paused, and then, without a word, they embraced. Tightly, desperately, they cried. Not the delicate, camera-ready tears often seen in celebrity farewells, but deep, guttural sobs that echoed off the temple walls. The kind of grief that only comes from losing someone who gave you a part of yourself. The mourners froze. The camera flashes stopped. Even the reporters lowered their lenses, overcome by the sacredness of the moment. That hug, captured by one silent photographer, became the most shared image on the internet in a matter of hours. It spread like wildfire across Weibo, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Two legends, united in loss. Even stars need mothers. This isn't drama. This is real. Fans across the world posted tribute videos, made digital art, and translated the news into dozens of languages. Hashtags like hashtag #IboShaoZhan hashtag #AngelZhu, and hashtag #RealBrothers trended globally. Some netizens confessed they hadn't cried this hard since their own family losses. Others said they finally saw the human side of their idols, and fell in love with them all over again. But perhaps the most moving were the quiet posts. Thank you for showing us it's okay to cry. She must have been incredible to raise two hearts like yours. We don't know her, but we miss her deeply. That day, the entertainment world didn't just lose a backstage legend. It gained a story, a legacy, of unspoken love, chosen family, and the pain behind the glitz. And all it took was one hug. Thank you so much for staying with us through this deeply emotional journey. If today's story moved you even just a little, if that moment between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan reminded you of the power of love, loyalty, and chosen family, please consider subscribing to our channel L for more heartfelt and exclusive stories from the Asian entertainment world. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment that could touch your soul or change how you see your favorite stars. We'd love to hear from you. How did you feel watching Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan embrace like that? What do you think Zhu Yuan Yuan meant to them and maybe to all of us? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your words matter. Your voice is part of this story too. From our heart to yours. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.